And we're up. So, last time in the world of Soma, our intrepid adventurers are fighting their way through the multiversal depths of the dark dragon deity Tiamat to seek out and hopefully finally vanquish her. They are seeking after her essence, her core, whatever is truly her in the midst of all of the countless worlds that she's devoured. To do this, they are using a device crafted by the mad wizard Varix Illen to bounce from one multiverse to another. Each world similar, but not quite like theirs. Seeking out their own dark doppelgangers to chart a sort of constellation by which they can navigate to the heart of Tiamat. Currently, our party is seeking one of Alex's doppelgangers, the Raven King, a bandit lord who is reigning over the hinterlands, his home. This version of Alex was not trained by Gear, but was able to sort of abscond with Gear's powers shortly after his death. This version of Alex is wilder, fiercer, and seems to be much more viciously self-interested. While he is still a difficulty for the Morin regime, he is also his bandit group, the Black Wings, have also been troublesome just for the everyday citizens of the hinterlands. So you all sought out the counterparts of Alex's family, an encounter that did not go great. Alex's mother, I believe Vivian, until I look at my notes and see otherwise, Vivian, pretended to go along with our Alex, but actually tried to basically assassinate him, stabbing him in the back as he stood over Gear's grave. This led to a conflict with young Varric, the alternate Alex's little brother. You all stole his sort of signal device that he uses to call his brother, and had planned to use it to set up an ambush. You thought you would set this up on the road some ways south of Crestwood, only to discover that antagonizing a flying longbowman on a big open plain is sort of dangerous. Trapped in the house from which you were hoping to ambush him, you all bunkered down until he set the house on fire. Things were starting to seem very dire until reinforcements arrived. General Wilhelm himself, with a detachment of infantry, knights, and 24 longbowmen. And this is approximately where we left off. So all of you are in the house trying to seek cover. The roof is now heartily on fire.
Yep.
You have not heard the sound of an arrow striking for a few moments, and you heard the sort of brassy pealing of signal horns as this group arrives outside. What do you all want to do?
I'm getting out of the house.
Yeah, we'll go outside. I mean, I can try putting the fire out, but it probably will take me a little bit.
Oh no, just let the house burn down. It's not our world. I mean, if we fail, it'll get destroyed anyways, so.
Yes, this is a good point.
So you can see, you haven't heard an arrow in a few moments. Asmir, as you poke your head outside, the sky up above appears clear. It seems like perhaps this other version of Alex has been driven off by the arrival of these Morin regime forces. They have taken note of you all. General Wilhelm at the lead, yells, "Citizens, are you all right?"
More or less, I think.
Yeah, we're doing just fine.
We were better. Things were better, but they were worse, but now they're better that you showed up.
Um, let's. We're gonna do a passive. We're gonna call this like a passive persuasion check. We're just gonna see kind of what your group's overall vibe is in the moment. So let's see what bonuses everybody has.
You said passive perception?
Passive persuasion.
Oh.
We're just setting sort of your initial.
What's our vibe?
Yeah. So it looks like Jack is going to be sort of setting the tone here. So Wilhelm is going to roll insight. He is not predisposed to like you all, but he also very much dislikes the Raven King. So his insight is only a +1. He's going to have to roll crazy high. Oof. And he did. He got an 18 on the die +1, which puts him higher than Jack's 18. So you come out to a decidedly mixed reaction.
That happens.
All right. Yeah, so Morin has a sort of controlled reaction. But some of the folks behind him are not as subtle. They see some of you all come out, especially Asmir kind of leading the way, and then Tiny and Jack coming behind. If you all weren't there, they might have an issue with Brick, but you all are easier targets. So you definitely see some of these unfavorable glares that you all have been getting throughout parts of the hinterlands. What do y'all want to do?
Hey, we should probably still go talk to them real quick. See what we could gather. See if there's like any caves we could like drag his family off into. Preferably like only 10-foot ceilings.
Ooh, my phone's ringing.
Hmm?
All right. So repeat that again. Sorry.
I said, so I'm gonna talk to the group first because obviously I'm not good at planning things. So I'm gonna put up my suggestions and then be quiet.
So here's what I'll tell you all. You have like a minute or two to talk amongst yourselves before it looks suspicious.
That's fine. We'll make it quick.
So what are your quick vibes? What's your reaction?
Should we ask for help or just go about our days? Or should we ask them if there's a cave close by with a 20-foot or like 20 to 10-foot ceilings?
I think we should ask for help. I mean, the
Yeah.
guy attacking
Help.
us left, right? After these guys showed up. So maybe we're on the same side?
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I think somebody said that last time.
Fair enough, we're going with that one.
I say we attempt uh cordial interaction.
And as a reminder, the signal device that you all have is just that, a signal device.
Right.
He knows that you all have it, and this was him taking a pot shot at you all. He's not compelled to go find it.
Oh, we know that. That's where we're going to take the little brother.
Harry's planning on, Rick wants to kidnap people now because
We're going to kidnap someone.
he's tired of this gang.
We ain't playing games this round.
It's like, all right, well, we tried it the easy way.
Like everyone says, the good guy, if they live long enough, will find out. What's it go? Some good guy will eventually turn to a bad guy.
Yes, that was pretty much it.
Something,
forget what they
something
actually-
the hero this city deserves.
I honestly can't remember.
The thing is,
What
yeah,
is-
hero lives long enough, or is it something either dies a hero or lives long enough to be the villain or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. So,
We've lived too long.
We're gonna become the villains. Just in this timeline, though. So that's
This
the
is
cool
true.
part. It's just
This
this
world-
time. We can do whatever
Once
we
this
want.
world dies, nobody will know what we've done here, so
All right, so who wants to actually talk to Wilhelm?
Alex,
Hmm.
send the human.
He's our ambassador.
You get that, Alex? Alex, blink twice if you can hear us.
Blink
Hey,
silently
Nate.
if you're muted.
He's definitely muted.
Oh. I say he's probably getting food or something.
No, I got this.
Well, awkward.
This is awkward.
Whoops, this fire is gigantic.
I don't know why Tiny's still in the fire, but I guess he likes to sit in the fire. No, right,
That was cold.
Yeah, it was cold outside. He was just trying to stay warm.
Well, I guess y'all will have a few more moments to guesstimate plans.
Yeah, I'm back. I just had to get dinner.
Oh my gosh. Where have you
Yes.
been? You're at like 1 HP.
We all
Everyone's
died.
dead.
We're all on fire now.
I'm in front of the army. Did I get summoned or something?
You're-
our ambassador since you're
Yeah,
human. They hate everything about us.
They didn't seem to like the rest of us, so you're the ambassador
And
now.
then speed up. We're doing our enemy. The enemy of our enemy is our friend is our slogan right now.
Understandable. All right, I can work with this. I'm ready.
All right. How are you going to broach the conversation?
Well, we were traveling, and the Black Ravens, they've been hounding us since we came into these lands. And at this point, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of them. And, other places we go around, we're kind of a mercenary group. And with your little bit of your leniency, we'd like to have the opportunity to start hunting down these black ravens. You know what they say: the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and you and I have both been scorned by them.
Let's kick this off with a deception check before we see how he responds.
Guys, I'm not a talk. This is not a charismatic character.
He's not a
I
charisma
need
character.
George back. I need Paladin George. Yeah, that's expected.
Oh, no.
Oof. So this isn't entirely your fault. General Wilhelm sucks. Like, this is the baseline. Wilhelm sucks. He is like an angry nationalist speciesist. He was already predisposed to not like you all terribly much. So he sort of looks over your group and his eyes narrow, and he says, "Mercenary group, huh? Which outfit are you with? Where's your registration?"
Restoration to this stuff.
Whoever thinks they'd be familiar with this, give me a history check.
At this point, it'd be tiny.
I would
Or,
die.
Jack,
I got a history plus
Me and
11.
Jack.
I got these boys.
I don't have history. There it is.
This actually makes perfect sense. Brick, the slabs would know this pretty well, because the slabs often hired out as mercenaries. So technically, to work within sort of the Morin regime area of control, you need some kind of official registration. You would essentially like list who's in your group, where you serve out of, and you would keep an official record of what jobs you're taking on and who's offering them. On paper, this is a way to make sure that like mercenary groups that are supposed to like help protect people from monsters aren't getting hired to like assassinate politicians. But it is also a way for them to know any powerful armed group operating in their territory.
I give them the slabs mercenary code from
Yeah, I was gonna say let's just give
realm.
this a pure luck check. If Brick has this on him, I feel like this is a good chance. I'm gonna call this. Give me a D20 roll, and you need a 7 or higher.
Oh, this is scary.
Yeah. You don't actually know if the slabs here are a mercenary group or not, but you at least know what this sort of information is supposed to sound like, and he can't do anything to check it standing here.
Mm-hmm.
So it is easy to pass this off. This allays some of his concerns. And so he sort of steps back and says, "It's a dangerous thing to have drawn the ire of this Raven King of bandits.
Yeah, we're gathering that.
We won't be here to pull you out of the fire every time."
Well, we weren't really necessarily trying to mess with them. They just took a very strong disliking to us, and we kind of got caught out in the open with our pants down, pretty much.
Well, you wouldn't be the first to have found themselves on the wrong end of the Raven King. There's a substantial bounty on his head, but based on your composition here, I wouldn't recommend you chase after it.
Sadly, we have to.
Brick, I wonder, does Wilhelm know where his mother is and Varric? And point him in that direction and see what happens.
Yeah, does
Now that
Wilhelm
sounds,
know?
now that does sound interesting.
Based on the way your interaction went, you would guess that Wilhelm does not know where his family is. But I do want to really put this in video game terms. If this was like Mass Effect, you have a big blue option and a big red option. You are choosing the big red option. Dark side points, renegade points.
Yeah, but this whole world's gonna die anyways, so it'll just be like we never did
Unless we
anything.
save it.
Right?
Unless we save it. But also,
Yeah.
I've already told my mother from a different world that I'm going to take her son and put his head in her lap, so... I mean... My hands are feeling tied right now. Unless one of you guys want to be the voice of reason, I want to press the red button.
No, we should question Wilhelm a little bit more to see if he is wanting to go out.
That sounds way worse than my idea. That's the second red button right there.
Well, at this point, we just need to try to...
Well, he's at least going to tell you if you are wanting to at least be able to scare off this Raven King in the future, you're going to need some kind of reliable means of flight, very long range magic, or you might be able to catch him off guard. But if we've found that if he is able to take wing, it is very difficult to pin him down again.
So thank you for that information. We're definitely re-equipped for this one.
You might be able to purchase some supplies in Fort Cardatus.
And by you, he probably means me.
I mean, he's really, really zeroed in on you. That's sort of how he is getting through this conversation.
I understand. It's okay. I think like him sometimes too. Alice simply says, "Yep, that's where we're actually heading before he decided to pay us a visit. Was Fort Cadatus.
All right. Is there anything else? Anything else you want from him?
Push the red button."
It's up to you all. Just to emphasize, he will probably burn this town down and kidnap and torture this family.
Yeah, but like if you think like a negative times a negative is a positive, right? So like we kind of have to kill this Alex, and the best way to do it would be to get his family, and if we do the negative and give Wilhelm the information, so it creates a positive encounter. Is what I'm saying.
So if you murder two families, it's the same as bringing one to life.
Yeah.
Correct.
But it's more than one. It's the entire like world as we know it now.
Yeah, it's like that trolley problem. If the trolley's heading for 1, 2, 3 people, and then you flip the track and it hits the other person.
All right.
Let's just go to Forcodatus. I won't tell him yet.
We can wait.
All right. Coming back sort of in the wake with General Wilhelm, you are able to make your way through the gates with less difficulty. They are not as inclined to ask a lot of questions of people who show up with the boss. So, as you all come up on Fort Cardatus again, huge looming militaristic walls. Behind it, a sort of military district that gives way to sort of a small port town. What sorts of resources are you all looking for?
Ways to change or get someone that is 8,000 feet in the sky.
So, for specificity's sake, exactly 600 feet.
Ways to reach people that are 600 feet in the sky.
Yeah, I don't know if we're actually able to do that because you kind of have to have special feats. Shoot 600 feet away.
Well, 600 feet up, even, which is probably even more difficult.
Jack, we're counting on you for this one.
You're gonna have to teleport up to him,
To do what?
throw a dagger at him, and then land
We
back.
need you to figure out a way to hit the Raven King from 600 feet out. Preferably 700, actually. That way, you can hit him before he can hit you.
I mean, I don't. Is there anything Asmir or Tiny can do to hit him with magic?
Yeah, I looked through last time. I don't think any of my long range magic. I mean, I can do 120 feet,
And Alex, can't you fly as well?
and I can fly. It's true.
Yeah, but like, I don't think I can fly anywhere near as good as him.
Yeah, Alex, Asmir, and Tiny can all fly, I think.
There's
He
the
can fly
risk
60
of
feet.
and there's the risk of anytime we get hit, we have to make a concentration check.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, except for Alex. Okay. So basically, Alex has to 1v1 this guy. See, I don't think I got spell sniper or anything.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult because I can only fly like 60 feet around, and I think he moves like 60 feet or like 120 feet around.
My flight only lasts for 1 minute and can only be done in dim light or darkness.
Oh,
So I'm kind of limited on mine.
Yeah, mine only lasts 1 minute as well.
I'm not sure about mine. Probably a minute. No, 10 minutes. Okay.
But if we could look for either some way of trapping or ensnaring or more reliably flying or
Bringing him to the
some sort
ground.
of
Yeah.
long range weapons or spells, that'd be great.
I think we just have to kidnap my mother.
I mean, does he? I mean, I would assume that the guy has to rest at some point. He can't fly forever. Does he have a hideout or something?
Yeah, but how are we gonna find that?
I mean, if we can find out where he stays, we can go there and wait to ambush him.
We could. Hmm. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go scouting. Let's see where the Raven King lives. Let's go find him.
Before you leave Fort Cardatus, um, just so you don't have to come all the way back, if anyone would like to, some good Arcana checks might let you know if there are any other magical options available to you. And we'll say that a history check. Um, we'll say that a history check would let you figure out if there are martial options that will help.
We're having trouble here.
All right. Yeah, I think y'all got well enough here.
Hey,
There we go. All the history's working.
Yeah. So, Jack, you nail the Arcana. Um, Not necessarily because you are the most arcane person, but because you have had occasion to need to get into uh, upper story windows um, in unusual ways. So you know that there are definitely some options. Um, One of the easiest ways, which might be a little expensive, but would be a potion of flying. Um, they're a higher end potion, so they're going to be a little bit expensive and a little bit hard to find, but people might be more willing to part with them than some of like the permanent forms of flying. That being said, if you're willing to invest, um, there are wings of flying, brooms of flying, carpets of flying, and I want to say there's shoes, but it didn't come up in my search for some reason. But yeah, there's several magical items that allow you to fly, um, which would be one option. Um, on the martial end of things, Alex and Tiny, you kind of put your heads together. Um, so he's firing one of the longest ranged weapons with a specialty skill to make it even more effective at long range. Um, a longbow would theoretically let you shoot back at him, but you would run the risk of um, you'd probably be firing with disadvantage just because of the long range. Um, there are some siege weapons that might be usable. Maybe more immediately helpful. When a creature is knocked prone and it is flying, it immediately begins to fall. So if someone can get up there, you can probably knock him to the ground. I believe the same thing would apply. Um, yeah. A creature who is restrained also has their speed dropped to 0 and falls.
Does it cause them to fall as well?
Yes, anything that reduces your speed to 0 causes you to fall.
Gotcha.
Well,
What-
clearly
what-
we just have to go hit him, and stun him.
So, while you're in Fort Cardatus, are there any of those options you want to pursue?
Sounds like the potion or the broom would be pretty handy to actually get up there reliably. And if we can find anything to try and knock him out of the air back down on the ground, that'll give us a better advantage.
All right.
Yeah, let's go look for it.
So let's call these some investigation checks.
Are we all rolling, or we're having someone roll with advantage, or
I'll let you all roll. And then you can tell me what you're looking for with your roll. All right. So we'll start at the top. Tiny, what are you looking for with a 19?
I was looking for a broom of flying. I don't know.
All right. And I was looking at how much money you all have, and I know there's not a lot of specific currency, but didn't you all come out of one of those early encounters with like a bag of holding full of gold?
All right.
Probably.
yeah, remember when we were
You all were robbing the
Well-
vaults of the Phanarans as you escaped.
yeah.
So I think really it's not a question of if you can afford it, but just if you can find it. So Tiny, you are able to find a broom of flying. Um, there's a little bit of haggling back and forth, but you manage to get it without too much difficulty. In part because you all have. Whoops! I added several extra O's to broom of flying. Broom of flying. But yeah, a little bit of negotiation, but you ultimately come out ahead because you can just wildly overspend on it. So that was Tiny. Asmir, what are you looking for?
I guess I'll look for the potion.
All right. Roll 1d4 for me.
1D.
All right. You managed to buy 3 potions of flying.
Nice.
Dropping that in. Quantity 3. Brick, what were you looking for?
I just want to know how to like be able to fly up there, so I could punch him. Just the simple things in life, all right.
On a 10, I don't think you're going to find any obscure arcane things. But if you're interested, you do pass like a military outfitter who is selling what? Who is selling nets, and it strikes you that this might be useful in pulling pulling this Raven King down.
I'll buy a debt.
All right, you have a net. Alex, what are you looking for?
So, like, do brooms like increase your movement speed? Like, do they have their own set movement
They have
speed,
their
or
own
is it
movement
just
speed, and it's 50.
50?
Yep. Wings of Flying require attunement, but give you a flying speed of 60.
Gotcha. Well, I was curious because I have my wings, but I can only move like 30. Since I'm so used to wings, I think I'll buy wings of flying because they sound a little bit more fun.
Now you got 4 wings.
All right. You will have to remember to shift.
Oh yeah.
You have to shift around your attunement for that.
So Colby, with this net, would I get a net +1 or net +2 or just a regular net?
These are just regular nets.
All right. Oh, I searched it up. That's why I was asking because I saw net +1 too. There you go.
One thing to look at on nets. So nets have to be like fixed after each throw.
Oh, really?
I just get I guess they probably weigh.
They only weigh 3 pounds, and you're strength heavy, so you probably have plenty of carrying capacity. So if you wanted to, you could get like 10 nets instead. Treat them almost as like a consumable ammunition.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Although, am I making that up? Maybe that's a Pathfinder rule.
Hmm.
Oh, yep, that is a Pathfinder rule. The D&D rule is no matter how many attacks you can make, you can only attack with one net per turn.
I'm getting
Sorry.
3 nets.
You can only make one attack if one of them is with a net. That's how I should phrase that.
Oh, all right. I'll just keep my 1 net.
Actually, I guess it's one. It's one per action. So action, bonus action, and reaction. You can all do it separately. That is slightly complex. All right. Jack, did we do something for you?
No, but I would be fine with getting some of the potions as well.
All right. This is going to be another 1d4 minus 1.
I got a 1. Wah, wah.
Yep, Asmir has wiped everyone out. The good news, though, is you have 3, and a couple of other people picked up other means of flying. So you're off to a good start. All right. Is there anything else in Fort Cardatus?
Yeah, I should probably restock on healing potions.
So I'll do a group check for this one. So let's call this one person making investigation with advantage.
All right, don't look at me. I have a 0 for investigation.
I have +2.
I mean, Hasper's pretty smart at investigation, so I mean, he found the most potions of flying, and that's pretty hard to find. I think he can find us some health pots.
Well, who's got the highest investigation check?
I have a
I already
plus
just
2.
told.
What?
Wait,
Said I have a +2.
I have a +5.
Really see.
Oh, all right, Aaron. Make the investigation check again with advantage.
Yeah, you know, us +2s are helping you.
Okay. Oh man, that wasn't great.
You're
All right.
You're
So what we're
killing
going
us.
to do.
I used up all my investigating on the potions.
So. Yeah. So. Asmir, you're going to roll 3 d4s. It's sequentially, one at a time. The first one will be the number of regular potions of healing. The second one, -1, is the number of greater potions of healing. And the third one, -2, is the number of, superior potions of healing you can find.
Oh man. Oh, well, I got 4 regular.
All right, so you all have 4 regular to distribute.
And I guess that
2
would be
greater.
2. And 2
Nice.
superior, I guess.
I will take 1 superior.
Sounds good.
I have 0, so I'm going to take 1.
I'll say I think I still have 2 superior healing and 2 greater.
Then I got 3 regular and then I think 1 greater.
I have 6 regular healing potions. So yeah, I'm okay on healing potions. Everybody else can
And y'all aren't as hard up as you used to be because you used to not have a healer. So
Yeah, this is true.
Who wants the other superior potion of healing?
I mean, I already have 2 of them, but I'll take another one.
Well,
I get hit quite a
check
bit.
with-
Yeah, so you'll probably need it, but yeah.
I mean, we both get hit quite a bit.
Yeah, so yeah. You guys will most likely be on the front line.
Most, do you want
I'll
3 or
take
do you want me to have 2 so they're equally divided?
I'll let you have 2.
All right, and then what about the 2 greater?
I got 2 greater potions right now on me. Well, someone else wants them.
What about you, Jack or Tiny?
I think I've got quite a few.
I've got 1 supreme potion of healing, 2 superior, and that's it.
We'll
Oh
let
no,
you
I've got 4 regular potions of healing.
All right.
But you could at least take 2 of the regular healing potions then, maybe. Unless
And
someone-
how many greater potions again?
I
Good,
don't have
4
any
regular-
greater.
Oh, you
You
don't
don't
have
have
any.
any?
No, I've
Well,
got 1 supreme, 2 superior, and 4 regular.
All right. We'll let you have 2 of the greater. Both the greater ones. And how many regular healing potions do you have?
I have 4.
We have 4 to divide up between all of us. I already have 3 in my inventory. Moshe has 4. You have 4. Tiny can heal himself. Asmir has like 30,000. Jack
never
has
even-
4. All right. I'll just take all of them since nobody wants to. And I'll just put 7 in my inventory.
It works.
Do it.
And we can always
That's all of
do
them.
it. Yep.
There we go, boys. We're good to go.
Right. Take on Super Alex.
all right. I mean, functionally, you all don't actually know. Uh, you all don't actually know how strong he is, because really he's just taken advantage of one specific thing.
This is very true. It made him seem very strong, but it's mostly just him being challenging to deal with.
We're just trying to take that advantage away from him.
Yes.
We're trying to level the playing field so we can take his head and then drop it with his mom.
Right. We did promise that.
And we got to keep up with our promises. And like we might drop general gear like the wings, so you can put those up on his wall.
Right.
All right. Well, with all of your new purchases in tow, where are you all heading to?
Well, maybe Alex here will sit back and do a little thinking like, these are the same lands I grew up in. Where would I know to put a good fort or base or secret hideout that has a bunch of people and loot?
I'm sure General Greer has a good idea of where he's at.
Wilhelm.
General Wilhelm would have a good idea of where he's at.
I'm pretty sure Wilhelm doesn't know where he's at, and if he did,
I mean,
he would, probably be trying to deal with that a bit more.
I'm sure he's got like a map of the lands and mapped out of where areas he's not at. So we can start there.
Well, you know what? While you want to go deal with that, I think Alex here is going to sit back and just start really thinking about the land and where all the good nooks and crannies are.
Rather than just try to like rack your brain independently, you know that there's this whole group of like these Blackwing bandits roaming around. Um, Rather than going directly to authorities, you might be able to find something like hitting up the taverns and merchants and folks in town.
Or the shots.
All right, who wants to do that?
I do.
All right, so there are several different sort of taverns around town. Performance?
Performance. But you got not 20.
I thought it'd be funny.
I will let you have this, but you have to come up with a reasonable way that performance somehow helps you to get this information.
I'm
All right, I
really
got
curious how you
this.
did it.
All right, I gotta put my cat down real quick.
Got any both hands for this?
Yeah, I gotta do a lot of thinking
Hold
real
my
quick.
beer.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So I go around the taverns. I look for the ones where the people are moping the most about getting robbed by the bandits. All right.
All
So
right.
that's where I'm gonna start off with.
Okay.
All right. And then I go in there, and I first buy a bunch of rounds of pints. So they're just all laid up on the table, right?
All right.
I just give like a good old war cry, and then shout, "Who's tired of getting robbed on these trails? Who's tired of these Blackwing bandits stealing all your hard-earned money?" And I said, "Raise a beer if you're with me to try to topple all these bandits. No more shall these lands be scared to walk around. No more shall we hide our stuff for these bandits to come and steal it. No more shall we be afraid of the little imps with black wings."
All right. So
And
this
then I
is a
start
really
throwing beers around to other people and rally them up.
this is a really great persuasion check you're making, but you made a performance check.
Well, I'm up on the bar, and I'm walking around dancing, or like walking around like with authority.
Performance persuasion.
Let's. I need a little more performance energy. You're mostly
Is anyone proficient in like a musical instrument where you could play like a a bolstering song behind him?
Inspiring music.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not, but is anyone?
Tiny, you got this. You're a dwarf.
What if you did like a
Make it a
slab,
comedy
like,
routine.
What if you did like a slab war song or something?
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like
I'm
it would
right
sound
up.
like a. Well, I'll let you say.
Norwegian death metal.
Well, it's definitely going to be more Viking. Oh, I got it. Ow. All right, so I can only play like 30 seconds of it. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
I'll say you can just tell me what it is because we'll get dinged on it if it's copyright.
It's going to be copyright. I just listened to it earlier today.
You can link it in the chat on Discord or something. You don't think my character has any musical instruments?
Nope, not it.
Which is funny because sorcerers are in a weird boat where like they would be good at performance, but they don't have the extra skill proficiencies to spend one
Yeah.
usually.
I could just do pyrotechnics. I could be the one that does all the like on stage explosions or whatever.
I was thinking of like split the difference between the like Scandinavian song at the start of Frozen and like a Maori haka. All right, so Brick has this sort of rousing performance, manages to stir up the crowd a bit, and is able to pull a bit of a bit of this sort of disgruntled crowd together. And you get sort of a sense of where you might need to go. You might have to refine it with some survival checks when you get out there. But yeah, you'll at least have a start. All right, y'all ready to hit the road?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
do
just
it.
looking for this one song that would be perfect.
It's very important.
All
It
right.
is. It is very important.
So the region that's sort of described, I mean, you're not terribly surprised. A lot of the attacks seem to take place not like right off of Crestwood. He's smarter than that, but sort of up and down the nearest main road. You get the impression that somewhere to the east of Crestwood might be the sort of area you're looking for.
You know what? I say we gotta hit the road. But maybe we spend a little bit more gold and get an inn and rest up and recoup.
Yeah, you ought to take a long rest, treat your burns.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, not a good idea.
I might take that opportunity to change out some spells and see if there's something useful.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's definitely we poked through your spell book. There probably are some spells that will have some kind of effect here. Some that maybe have longer range, some that don't worry about range. Spells that can, drop flying.
If anyone has feather fall, that would be smart to have.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That.
Would hold person drop them?
Yes, because hold person would reduce his speed to 0. You have up through what, 6th level spells now or 5th?
6.
Let's see what some of these big boys do. All right, you all find an inn. You manage to get some rest.
I sent a song in the group chat, or in the Discord. It's not the one I'm thinking of.
Still working on this.
I will find it and I
Yeah,
will send it to you.
it'll come to you at like 3 in the morning or something. Yeah. So are we doing a long rest?
Yes.
Although I don't think I even got hit that last fight.
Oh, Tiny, you can summon a flying angel with a bow with 150-foot range.
Nice.
I'm awesome.
Cleric's
There's
got some
something I
real
found
good
that had a
spells.
What's that?
insect plague has a 300-foot range.
Hmm.
It's not the particularly most useful spell, but
So yeah, I have a lot of 120-foot range spells. Fireball's 150 feet. I don't have any range extending abilities.
There is a sorcerer warlock build that shoots 1,200 foot Eldritch blasts.
I remember you talking about that last time. That yeah, there's like a few different things you could get.
If only you all had the item. Um, my Monday night group had a magic item that they were always too afraid to touch. But if any of them read it, it would give them an instant level of warlock.
Hmm.
I'll say I think sorcerer does have a few more options up at the level you're at, but I just don't think it's stuff you chose.
Yeah, not for this character. There's one of the characters I got spell sniper, but I guess it wasn't this one.
Oh man, this would be the only situation where control wins is super useful.
Yeah.
Summon Draconic Spirit.
I'm still looking for this one song for some reason.
I was wondering if there was like a badly worded spell that was like a creature that can see or hear you or something.
Oh right.
Don't see anything though. All right, so that is taken care of. You have a general area to head to. Are you all ready to go?
I say we're ready.
All right, you all head out. It's like a day or so's travel back up the road. Um, just a little more than that. Uh, and you find the area that the Black Wings often hit. And you can kind of see why. It's an area that looks like it would be very safe. It's a lot of like wide open view. Um, Theoretically, you could see someone coming at you for miles, unless they're going to drop down out of the sky at you. In the distance, though, you can see where there is a like low. It's right on that verge where um, a It's right on that line where like a low set of hills verges on becoming a mountain. I was going to mark it on our actual map, and I can't find our actual map. Is there anything y'all want to do to try and narrow down the area?
Do we have like all like the travelers with us?
That's sort of up to you all. If you wanted to, you could probably find a group that you could travel with. I would say that they wouldn't intentionally go where they think there's going to be violence.
Gotcha.
Well, I say one of the best things you could do is find something that overwatches the kind of a vast swath of the area that we're looking at, or we want to, or we think they'll be.
I had the directions wrong, by the way. You are west, not east, is the area you're looking for. Not that it matters, but just to
You
help you
kind of have
paint
to
the
do a
brain
little
picture.
sneaking.
All right, so you're trying to be stealthy.
Well, like one of the thoughts is like you get on a hill and we kind of would cover ourselves up with grass since it's a plains to make things make it really more hard for them to see us, but we can't see out.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to call this a group stealth check. And so group stealth check, and we're going to need everyone to roll for this. And then I'm also going to need someone to do survival with advantage.
You're supposed to be our good stealth.
I have a +5 to survival and can't roll lower than a 10.
Yeah, I'd say
We're
yeah,
not
Jack,
stealthy.
survivalist.
Gosh,
We're so good at
we're
stealth,
just
y'all.
not stealthy people.
Woof.
I'm like over here singing doo 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 doo.
My 30 helps with that, though, right? All right.
Right?
And there's a survival check.
Well, let's do a perception check from their end. The good news is that this is not going to be, this is not like the other Alex watching personally. Well, they got a 16. Even if we count Tiny, or if we count Jack as having 2 successes, it's still 2 successes and 4 failures.
Yep.
So here's the compromise I'll give you. Um, you end up with a pretty decent idea of where they're at. Um, Unfortunately, it's intentionally placed so that the approach is very like wide and open up to a certain point. Um, you'll have a pretty good sense that you've been spotted.
All right, boys, I got a plan. We back off for now, right? Then we come back at dark, and I'll just vanish, right?
Oh, there you go.
And that way, I can just walk up to the gates, and I don't know.
Do a
Okay.
performance distraction.
I'll do an investigation check to see how well manned it is up there, and then report back to you guys. And report to see how pain in the butt it's going to be to attack.
Mhm. Right.
All right. So, Brick, you want to try and scout up by yourself?
Only if it's dark and I could use my action to make myself go see through and invisible.
Yeah, you can wait until dark to give it a shot. Um, so then, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Dice are not in my favor.
So I think with your invisibility, you're not spotted, but the reason you're not spotted is that you have a pretty good sense of like what's going to give you away, and you're not able to get as close as you would like.
Well, it's no fun, but it is what it is. So I'll try to investigate and see what I can see from my spot.
It's not great. Um, you see a fort set high um, up onto one of the peaks. There's like a hilly mountain path that leads up to it, um, and then it takes up a decent chunk of the like upper part of the mountain, not quite extending all the way up to the peak.
So it's up on a mountain, right?
Yep.
Is it like on one side of the mountain, or should it like kind of circle around the top of the mountain?
It's mostly sort of down one side. It looks like there's maybe like different elevation levels, each with its own set of walls.
Gotcha. You think we could go around it and come from the top side?
So once you get up to the part that doesn't have a trail, if you're not flying, you're basically like climbing a mountain.
I mean, That is a tough position. So I will slowly make my way back down the mountain to relay all my new information.
All right, you pass on that info. Um, what do you all want to do with that info?
Well, clearly, we're not going to be stealthing anytime soon.
Hmm.
Looks like we're gonna have to fly up.
Sounds good.
Do y'all just want to go for sort of like frontal assault?
That sounds like the best thing for us to do. I'm not going to lie.
All right. Let's get everybody together and we'll do a map change. Ah, the fire, it's spreading.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh dear.
A lot of times the maps have like invisible edges, or not the maps, the like spell icons.
Oh yeah. It's hard to know, yeah, where the edges are.
Somehow, in moving you all, I like randomly changed everyone's icon sizes. There we go.
Yep.
All right, can everybody see?
Yep. See the
So
little
can.
So there's several lower sections that you all are able to bypass. But there is a large block of. It looks like the sort of center of the base has several tiers to it. So at the highest point, the elevation probably goes up. It's pretty stark. It's probably almost 100 feet. If we were going like from here to here,
Mm.
it's probably 100-foot incline going up. Across here, it's more like, say, 40, 30 or 40 feet. So the sort of winding trails are pretty walkable. But those would have you walk like straight up through the base.
Mm.
What would you all like to do?
Hmm.
Well, we do love our full frontal assaults and fire.
We have your flying stuff.
Yeah, are we thinking we need to drink the potions of flying right now before engaging?
And who got the broom?
I'm gonna
Tiny
put
did.
my hand over the broom and I'm gonna say up.
Does it smack you in the face?
And then I'm gonna high five Jack just to give him vigilant blessing, so that he'll have advantage on his next initiative roll.
Uh,
Should we theoretically give that to someone who sucks at initiative, whereas I'm pretty good?
It's never worked out in our favor before.
Fair point. Fair point.
I could also, before we really jump into things, I can cast some stuff like channel divinity or something just to get it going before.
I think that's a fantastic idea, if the DM will allow.
I guess it only lasts for a minute, so maybe I should
I was about to say
hold on.
those are your two factors. You're probably going to burn in at least a turn or two, just sort of getting up and rolling. The bigger thing is that the sooner, like, it creates a visible aura.
That's also a good point.
so I guess the other question is, yeah, do we want to go through the lower part of the base? Or we want to fly now and try to, I don't know, sneak in the back, or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I'm all for going up through the back door. Like, I'm a rear end type guy, always coming from behind.
It's always the best option. So do the potions of healing, are they better than my spell flying because uh, there's no concentration component to it?
Yes.
So Tiny has the broom. So, and I only have 2 in my inventory, but I thought you said I got 3.
I gave you 3.
Oh, really? Oh,
Thought
it
you
says
gave one to somebody else.
maybe somebody else took one. I don't know.
I mean, you would have to have given it to them because they can't modify your inventory.
This is true. I'll just add one more.
Well, this is the time to make sure they're distributed because if folks don't
Yeah,
have them now, you're gonna be like spending actions on it in the middle of fighting.
right. Well, Jack definitely gets a potion of flying, and I guess Harrison can get the other one. Or Brick.
I got my wings. I'm ready.
All right, is everybody
All
all
right.
equipped?
I have my potion of flying in my inventory now.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. I thought I had lost it.
Yep. Well, if we're heading towards the back, then we'll all need to start flying, I guess.
So You can fly. Are you all going to try just race up there?
I mean, we could stay low initially until we get to the back just to see if we can be kind of sneaky. I don't know. Like, sneak initially and then if that doesn't work,
We could
then
also try, yeah. Then we could just try being somewhat
Do we see any like
up
guards
close.
or anything posted up along the walls?
Give me a perception check. With a 15. Yeah, you can definitely see there's at least a few moving around.
And are we aware of a back entrance, like a hidden entrance?
no, we're just gonna fly over the wall. Which I mean, admittedly, could be risky, but you know.
Is it
So,
night?
yes, because you all waited for Brick to be able
Yeah.
to turn invisible.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Gotcha.
just stuff.
It happens, all right. Performance anxiety is a very valid thing.
Yeah.
It would be great to have Brick just in the air, and when the Raven Lord flies, just grapple him.
I have a
Unseen.
net for that.
That's right.
Unseen.
All right, so is that the plan? Get Brick out ahead?
I think so.
You can do
Yeah,
his invisible.
if he's comfortable with it, we've definitely left him abandoned a time or two on accident when his invisibility did not go as
Yeah,
planned.
this is true.
So I'm going over here. Or hold on, before I actually move my token back. So you want me to fly up over here and
Yeah.
drink invisibility potion, go invisible, and then just hide over here till you guys. Or am I
Well,
going over here to cause a distraction?
I think we were all
You don't
planning.
need to drink an invisibility potion, do you? You're just
No.
invisible.
Just invisible till I use an action.
I think we were all planning on going over the wall. We were just thinking you'd be around, and if we could, or if you could, yeah, get ahead by a little bit, you could surprise the evil Alex and like grab him or something.
Did buy a net for this reason.
Yes, yeah, or net
Fair
him.
enough. I will do that. I'll drink my potion of flying, and then I will somehow make it over here.
We'll use a net.
Can you just teleport?
Could teleport where this is true.
Oh yeah, the whole map's fair game for me.
I mean, we haven't actually mentioned it, but can we try and talk our way in?
I think we blew that the
No,
moment we
but
stole the
when?
amulet, pushed the kid,
Yeah,
threatened to
through the
send
grandma.
the head back, send the head back to the grandma.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we blew that a long time ago.
All right. So, Brick, if you want to get into position somewhere, you are going to need a stealth check. You can make it with
Okay,
advantage.
that's fine. That's easy. Take it.
You can do it with advantage, I think you said.
I did do it with advantage.
It was with advantage.
Oh, it only showed up one thing in here. Oh, it does say advantage on.
Should I drink my potion down here or up when I'm close to the wall?
What, your flying potion?
Yeah.
I think it lasts an hour, so you could probably just drink it whenever, and then. I mean, if you're teleporting, I guess you could drink it after you teleport.
All right. At my wall.
Let's make some opposed perception checks. I am sticking with what I gave them. None of them have perception proficiency.
Yeah.
Woof. But one of them rolled a 17 on the die.
Oh no.
Um, let's follow this up with another. They've noticed. They're going to make another wisdom check. On a 10 or higher, they're going to raise some kind of alarm instantly. On a 9 or lower, it's going to take them a second. They got a 10 right on it. You instantly hear a clanging sound as one of these guards on the walls starts banging some piece of metal against another. And a like flare arrow is dropped onto the hillside. Not exactly where you are, Brick, but close. They
Wonderful.
are on alert, and we are going to. First we're going to reset the encounter. And then we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh man.
All right. 26. All right. All this starts happening at once. So, Jack, you are at the top of the initiative. What would you like to do?
Oh, you said a flare arrow landed near Brick,
Yeah.
but he's technically still invisible, right?
Right. So basically, with his check, they saw like a bush rustle really dramatically for no reason. And this person was sharp enough to go, something weird's happening there.
All right. Are we far enough away that they've noticed us or not?
Are they all looking in Brick's direction, I guess?
So here's the option I'll give you. The alarm has been raised. If you all want to start further back, they haven't noticed you yet. If you want to start approximately where you are, they're definitely going to see you almost as soon as you move.
How farther back? Like off the map further back?
Yeah, probably another, maybe not fully off the map, but like out into the dark here.
Well, I meant off of the green space that
Yeah.
we.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. we're gonna be fighting them anyway, right, guys?
I think at this point,
Yeah.
yeah.
I say we're just where we
Yeah.
are.
So I think then I will just steady aim and throw a quick psychic dart at the one on the number 1 out here. I say a psychic dart, a psychic dagger.
All right, go for it.
27,
27 will hit.
dealing 37 points of damage.
Whew. Very hurt. Not quite dead, but looking at it.
And steady aim was my bonus action, uses up all my movement, and that was my action. So I am done.
All right. There is a sound of movement that you all cannot see from behind the walls. All right. Number 5 goes first. Oh, no, sorry. Initiative count 20. The only person who is wide open and visible is gonna be Jack. Jack, you feel a malevolent sense of perception pressing down on you.
Oh, nice. You're being perceived.
Your presence is more noticeable than it should be.
I do not like that.
Nor should you. This person just sort of goes bounding down, and they pull out a short bow. And they are going to attack you with advantage. 22 to hit.
That'll get me.
6 points of piercing damage on the first one. Second one is a 25 to hit.
That'll get me.
8 points of piercing on that one. All right. Number 6 is up. Also attacking with advantage. First attack. 18.
That's my armor class.
8 piercing. 19.
Yep.
6 piercing. The last one just can't conceivably get to you all, but is going to rearrange a little bit. They are going to drop below the line of the wall. Number 1 that you just hit didn't like it.
Hmm.
They attack with advantage. Oof. Only get a 9 on the first one. Only get a 12 on the second. Man,
Huzzah.
way to blow what is probably the last moment of your life. You are just barely in normal range, even with the incline. So number 2 on the wall shoots down at you. 21 to hit.
Yep.
8 points of piercing, and they're going to use their sneak attack this time. 14 points of piercing.
Is that 14 additional?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Number 3 attacks. Woo boy, this is going to hurt. That is a crit. 9 piercing and...
It was 9 piercing and what?
You have to roll it twice. 9 piercing and then 26 piercing for a total of 35.
Nice, nice.
And the last one is going to jump down and ready in action out of sight. Brick, you're up. You are invisible.
Alright, do I be the savior or do I... Alright, so I'm gonna blow my cover. So I'm gonna use my magic ability to teleport me on top of the wall. So I'm right about there. Is that a go? No go?
Yep, 60 feet. You got it.
Alright. So we hop up there. And then well, I'm just gonna show up right behind this guy. And I'm gonna smack him. Really hard.
All right, first attack will have advantage. $30 definitely hits.
And then I want to attack him again. I don't think that's enough. Will a 22 hit?
Yeah, but hold on a second. Your unarmed strike. Okay, it came in over there. On D&D Beyond, it's acting funny.
Oh.
All right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 22 also hits.
And how's his pulse looking?
Well, they're going to uncanny dodge and reduce that to 8. So they're doing okay.
Alright then. So I'm gonna spend a key point then. And then do Fury Blows on him.
$21 hits. 24 hits. Yep, that drops him. All right. Anything else?
That'll be it for this turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, there is a sort of heavy like sound as a figure in black with black wings rushes up into the air out of this sort of central building here. As a legendary action, they are going to use Poisoned Arrow on Brick. 20 to hit.
This 20 will hit, but I will use... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Deflect Missile.
All right. So that's 25 points of damage, and you are poisoned. But you can still reduce that. All right, so it's only 12 points of poison damage. All right, now it is his turn. He is going to go ahead and flap up as far as he can. Without spending extra stuff on it. So that sends him straight up to 180 feet. All right. Oh, wait, no, he can't go to 180. He has to go to 90. Narratively, he is a rogue, but he doesn't have a bonus action dash. All right, at 90 feet, he is going to take some more shots at Brick. Another poisoned arrow, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
20 points of poison damage. Then a 25 to hit. And 21 points of poison damage. Tiny, you're up.
So if I've got a flying speed of 50, and I've got a range for hold person of 60 feet, can I get in range to cast it on my guy?
So you're trying to cast, do you say hold
Stuff
person?
just gets weird. Yeah, stuff just gets weird when you're getting
Yeah, the
the
3-dimensional.
elevations. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like it's enough that it starts to matter. Hold on.
It'd be like, yeah, 65 feet plus 90 or something.
All right, so I have literally pulled up like Pythagorean calculator.
Oh boy.
There we go.
So if he's 90 and Tiny can get 50, but that's 50 from the ground, so now you gotta take for the ground clearance what Tiny can match it.
So if you flew straight at him, you said you have 50 on the broom and 60 on the spell.
Yep.
You are just slightly short. Oh, actually, no, you're not just slightly short. You're very short because I wasn't counting his height.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you're
Let a short
200
go.
feet away. That's really handy. I should just leave that open the rest of the fight. All right. So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast my Twilight Sanctuary.
All right, that's your action. What else?
These dudes, number 1 and number 5, are they kind of like on the edge of a cliff there? Essentially,
Yes, they're on like the edge, like looking down.
as a bonus action, can I telekinetic shove to pull them 5 feet? To try and pull them off the cliff?
What's your range on that?
30 feet. I don't know how far that is actually from us.
No, by the time you go
Probably
up,
out.
We
Well,
could
I was
move.
gonna actually move too. So maybe I can actually just move closer first. So I was gonna fly basically straight up and maybe a little bit farther out. Basically trying to follow after this guy. So I can basically fly a little bit higher and then try and telekinetic shove this guy off the cliff.
sure. How high you want to fly?
As high as I can get.
So 50 feet.
Well, you use
Well,
part of
better.
that to move forward.
Yeah, I guess that'd
Yeah.
be
So you move forward, what, 20?
Yeah, so 30 feet high.
All right. Yeah, at about that range, you should be able to. So, is that a strength save?
Yeah, strength of DC 16.
And you want to hit 1 or 2? Or say 1 or 5?
We'll say number 1.
Not a great strength save. They are going to fall.
At first, I thought you were saying that telekinetic could hit 5 guys at the same time. I was like, that's a cool spell.
Man, I feel like Twilight Sanctuary is going to get real weird here too.
Oh, yeah, this is true. We had that problem in some other fight. I remember. Yeah, we had to adjust based on the sphere.
Basically, this fight is just going to be a bunch of math for Colby.
It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Calculating all the falling damage and
How far away everybody is from everyone else.
All right. So that was action and bonus action and movement. From inside the wall, Brick, there are suddenly spears of shadow being thrown at you. First one misses. Second one misses. Third one is a 27.
I'll hit.
7 piercing and 22 necrotic.
Mhm.
I guess. So just as a reminder, you all can't see.
Everyone.
Yeah, only Brick can see the folks on the ground inside that upper part. All right. Asmir, you're up.
Okay. Also, I just noticed my fly allows me to fly at 60 feet, whereas the potion only does my walking speed, which is 30 feet.
Yep. It just depends on
Uh,
if you want to. I guess you could do both and have the other as
I
your
was saying the
fallback.
potion could be my backup, that if I lose concentration, I don't just immediately fall to the ground or whatever.
You would need it active, though.
What, the potion?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I already drank it before we started.
Cool.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and cast fly since I am nowhere near anyone. And then I was going to go 60. And can I see anyone from here? I guess I could see the guy up on the wall.
Well, how?
Because I was flying. Well, that's a good point. I think it was only like 15 feet off the ground, so.
I'll say you're probably actually even like below the line of sight.
Yeah, so I'm probably too low to see anyone right now. Yeah, I'll just hang here then.
All right. And you only had a bonus action anyway, so.
Yeah, so yeah, I was gonna do firebolt at someone, just take a pot shot at somebody, but
Alex.
that reached the main dude.
Well, that's a good
Oh.
question.
Because it's 120 feet, I think, for.
I'm more curious about whether you can see him.
Or he can see me.
Yep. So the differential is. I need like a visualizer. I wish I had a visualizer for this.
Right.
So he's probably. Oh, he's like 130 feet diagonal away anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess that's confusing. He's 90 feet relative to the ground he's at.
Oh, yep. That's true. And I'm 15 feet relative to the ground
We're
I'm
really
at.
stressing the simulation math here, but I feel like it matters.
Either way, I'm gonna say he's probably far enough away I can't shoot at him.
All right, Alex, you're up.
Whoa. Never thought we'd get here. So what's the possibility of me doing wing swapping?
What do you mean?
So like I have my Alex's black wings, and I got the wings of flight.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like if I use the bonus action and then movement, I guess actually no, those are. As those don't wings of flight take over my movement speed?
It would be one or
I'm
the
guessing.
other. So it'd be Wings of Flying or Wings of the Black Seraph.
Gotcha. Well, wings of flight tend to get me a little farther, so we'll go with those. And they give 60 feet, but if I dash, is it 120 or is it just 60 feet flat? I have no idea.
So the
Okay,
same
good
stuff
stuff.
still applies. So if you were to dash, it'd be 120.
And 4. Well, it's going to hurt for a round, but I guess I'll. Aren't they like 100 feet up on top of the rock?
So they're probably more like 50 to 60. Because they're
50
not
to
all the way
60
up.
feet up there. Then I know what I'm doing. Let's see here. Well, then, if they're 50 to 60, I guess I could land there then. Right? And just land next to him and start whacking.
Where are you trying to land?
Like, right next to this guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That. I don't even have to dash then. This guy's boned. Never mind, I'm going to attack. I forgot. I got aggressive. I remember.
Oh, because you already dashed?
No, it requires an action to activate the wings. I use the wings of the
Oh, yep.
wings of flying. It requires an action.
So warding
So I get
stance?
Yeah,
All right.
mostly for that guy, I guess. I
That
should
it.
probably. Well,
Oh, or do you want to do something
go
else?
buff. We'll go warding stance, and then am I in Tiny's range or not?
Yeah, I think we're going to play fast and loose with that.
Just
All right.
gotta ask, because that's gonna help just a tad.
Jack at the top. Full of arrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna move behind a bush, and I'm gonna drink a potion of superior healing, whatever I'm sorry, of supreme healing. Because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I soaked up 85 points of damage for you guys last turn. How do I know this? Because I have 87 hit points, and I only have 2 left.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, Godspeed.
I'm gonna drink this potion real quick. 47.
Could be worse.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah, being the rogue and being the first one through the door is rough.
But I wasn't the first one through the door. I was just standing outside of it still.
You're just a very obviously visible one for some reason.
But
All right.
at least I'm no longer bloodied.
There you
Um,
go. Barely.
does drinking a potion use
We'll say it's a bonus action.
bonus
Well,
action?
that potion. Healing potions are bonus. Potion of flying would be action.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so that if that's a bonus action, I would like to use my full action to just hide.
All right.
Hopefully behind this bush. I'm hoping that people will still try to target me since I've got the little thing that gives them advantage, but I'm hoping to make it harder on them. So that's my stealth roll if it's needed.
All right.
And then how much temp HP do I get, Tiny?
15.
And I'm assuming I am in that radius.
Yeah.
It's a 30-foot radius, and if I'm 30 feet up,
We're going to call it good enough.
Okay, thank you. And
Thanks.
that'll be my turn then.
All right. Oh. Well, this guy is going to try and run around the wall. Eh.
Yep.
He has just enough movement. Now can he hit Brick? Different question entirely. First roll is an 8. Second roll is a crit.
Start it.
He's not a bad one to get crit by. It's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna use stone endurance.
You also need to make a wisdom saving throw. And his second attack is also a miss. You are not frightened. Initiative count 20.
So I would take. Was it damage 7 or 11?
11.
11. So I would take 2 points of damage.
Ah.
It's fine. I'm still up.
Brick, Alex, and Tiny, you feel a strange, nameless sense of ominous danger.
Oh.
All right, number 5. It's just going to go ahead and go after Alex. Probably not going to do great here, but we'll give it a shot. First one's a 2. Second one's a 1. Didn't think it would be great. Thought it would not be quite that bad. Other one is just going to throw some daggers at Alex. Man, the bottom really fell out on their accuracy.
That's because I'm so close. I'm scaring them now. They see this Alex and Raven King Alex.
Well, one of them's going to pop up on the wall and shoot at Tiny. 17 does not hit. And again, 11 does not hit. Oops, that one's dead. They don't get a turn. Number 3 is going to throw some daggers at Brick. 22 to hit.
Darn it.
That is 5 piercing. But when the dagger hits you, you feel the wound instantly worsen from this strange, ominous presence. So that's 5 piercing and then 7 necrotic.
All right.
They're going to make a second attack. 21 to hit. 8
Yeah.
piercing and 8 necrotic.
Would that count like as another failed death save?
Oh, are you dying?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
last one's enough.
Yep. That is 1 instant death save or death. Actually, they're gonna have to roll again because they would have disadvantage. They miss. Ironically, being knocked prone causes it to miss. But it is Brick's turn. Give me. Whoops! Did I skip some people? Oh, I skipped this one. He doesn't have any great options. So, all right, Brick, give me a death saving throw. Woof.
Thank goodness it's actually 7 because I could have sworn that was a 1.
At the end of Brick's dying turn, the Raven King flies up another 100 or another 90 feet as a legendary action. I would say by now he can see Asmir being up 180 feet.
Yeah, more than likely.
So 1 arrow for you, 27 to hit.
I have that cloak of displacement though.
Oh, good catch. Let's see if it saves. Reroll is a 23.
That would still hit.
36 poison damage, and you are poisoned. And go ahead and give me a concentration check.
Yep. Wait, it's a Constitution save.
Yep. Nice. And he's going to drop the other arrow at Alex. 26 to hit.
That's gonna hurt.
It is 17 poison and 3 necrotic. And you are poisoned. Oops, and Brick would no longer be poisoned. All right. So he's going to use his movement to go another 90. Tiny, you're up.
So Brick is down, right? I guess I should do something about that, huh?
Yeah, probably.
And I don't know how far up he is. Is it he within a range that I can fly to him with 50 feet? Oh, I'm gonna fly that direction anyways.
Yeah, you could get up to where you could probably see him.
Okay.
You probably couldn't touch him, but you could probably
Right.
healing word.
Cool. Yeah, I will do that.
Six points.
And I'll use my tome that I never use to heavily obscure him in shadows.
Nice.
And then as a bonus action, can I try to pull either the dude that's next to him off over the edge, or if not to him, to the number 5?
I'll say the ones on the ledge are going to be harder to pull off because there's like a raised.
Pulling them to a ledge, yeah.
Well, you're having to basically
Oh.
pull them over a fence.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about, whether it's possible, and if not,
So-
to go for number 5 then.
Yeah, 5 you probably got a better shot.
Cool.
So 5 is going to roll strength save. Does not make it. Not going to fall too bad though. That's probably only falling 10-ish feet. So it's 4 points of falling damage. All right. Anything
That's
else?
action, bonus action, movement.
All right. Well, this guy didn't like that. But he's not dumb. Actually, I guess it's not too bad. No, he's going to have to aim at Alex. Shadow spears come raining down towards Alex. First one misses. Second one misses. Third one is a 26.
726s. All right.
9 piercing and 25 necrotic. All right. Asmir, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna fly straight up now, I guess, so I can get over the wall. Which, if I'm 15 feet off the ground, it's 100 feet. I guess I can get up to 75 feet or whatever.
Yeah.
Because even if wait, what's Misty Step? No, it's just 30 feet. So that'd still only put me at 95 feet, I guess. Trying to see if I could get high enough to cast Fireball down into here, but I guess not quite. So, yep, that's all I can do, I think.
Did you use your action to dash?
I could. I don't know if, because I wouldn't be able to do anything else, though, and then I'd be, well, because I guess I'd still my bonus action, though, right?
Yeah.
So I could firebolt someone. Yeah, I guess I'll dash up another. Would that be 35 feet?
So what does that put you up to?
It'd be 60 plus 35. Would be. That'd get me to 100 feet, I think.
The nice thing is, you're probably still just under the line of the walls. So even though you can't do anything yet, they also can't get line of sight on you yet, other than him.
Yeah. Although I guess if I'm dashing, that would be another 60 feet, would it? Because of my flying.
Yeah.
So 35, 40, 50. I guess if I'm right at 100 feet, do I have to go up a little bit higher to get over the wall?
Yeah. So you've still got about 10 or 15 feet of wall there.
Okay, so
So I guess actually that we'll just erase the flying height for now.
yeah,
Because you've sort of made it up to there.
so 55, and then I have to go up 60. So yeah, then that'd be the end of my. But now I could bonus action. Let's see, wait, 2 sorcerer points, I think. And then I can firebolt somebody, maybe, or not. I don't know if that's going to hit anyone. Oh,
Nope.
I critical
It's a nat
failed.
1.
It looked like an 11 on my screen or something, but
Well,
I
it
guess
is an 11 because you have plus 10, but it's still a 1.
right. Oh.
All right. Then, Alex, you're up.
Being quite angry, I'm actually going to ignore number 6 because I hope you didn't hear that. I'm gonna fly up here and go to town this guy because I'm kind of tired of him now.
All right.
Okay, hit him potentially. 23.
23 will hit. And he's going to go ahead and use his Misty Escape. He's going to turn invisible and teleport somewhere. Because he does not want to just eat a bunch of glaive attacks to the face.
Well, I guess the next attack's going after 3 then.
All right.
I can hit him. So 23 for him.
23 hits. Yeah, he's glad to let 3 take those hits in his place.
20.
20 hits.
$11. I don't know where that butt went. I guess we'll go to Warden's stance. I'm coming for you, Brick.
All right. And I think I'm going to pause us here for the sake of our Eastern time, folks.
Oh, right.
Because y'all still have a lot of this fight to go, and it's 10:35.
Sure is.
We will come back to this next week, and hopefully wrap up
Right.
one way or the other.
Sounds
It's
good.
going to be a team wipe.
Yeah, say we all die or
Yeah, I mean, if the dude just keeps going straight up, I don't think any of us can actually catch up.
right. I guess we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, indeed we shall. I'm going to end the stream. Good night, everybody.
Bye.